Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Picked off. What a play. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick completion to the tight end.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Hits into space at the 50. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. With the catch, it's Rivera. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made on the left side. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's complete downfield. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivera. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bearcats. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Rivera. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to scramble. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball upward.
How about this call here on third down, Chris? They go with the RPO. The quarterback makes the right read. He's able to extend this drive by getting the yards that they needed to get to the marker.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Bringing pressure. He's going to take off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Single back, takes the handoff.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They're going to run it. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
The Bearcats will send their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And with that, they regain the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Bearcats offense back out there now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? There's a screen pass to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bearcats. No chance to catch him.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivero. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. He's going to hand this off. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he
fires this throw and is intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The pass rush closing in. He's looking to scramble. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's a wide open receiver, complete. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And now the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They stop him, but it's a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the runner takes off to his right. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're setting out to try the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Randall. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Bearcats hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Rivero. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
The freshman brings him down quickly. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The Bearcats pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Tackle made after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Rivera. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Bearcats line up on 1st and 10 now. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down. Second down and goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Ball carrier tackled there. The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feed him the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivera. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bearcats. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown. That is just a dream play. Any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Bringing it out, it's Rivera. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Well, to call that play, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line and quarterback because you're so close to your own goal line. Here, they don't protect the quarterback. They give up the sack and almost causes a safety.
3rd and long. If this defense gets a 3rd sack in a row, this place will come unhinged. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
And the returner is brought down, and that will do it now for the 3rd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding space at the 20. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivera. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Looking deep. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Caught over the middle. It's Avila. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run.
He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Physical running, fights off the defender. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Sam Houston. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's a short completion of the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching it. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. The drive stays alive.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. He hands it off from the gun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
He's swarmed by the defense. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.